Hello and welcome back to Lakota East Thunderhawk basketball. Tonight we have the crosstown rival Lakota West Firebirds in to take on the Lakota East girls basketball team.
West comes in, Chad, at 3-1, and East 1-2, coming off a recent victory against Oak Hills.
Senior-led team. Girls Division I signees. Prohaska's with the ball now, already signed with Notre Dame. First shot's up. There's going to be the challenge tonight, folks. Need the rebound. Prohaska straight to the hole.
Prohaska's an all-around player.
Full court pressure, very aggressive. Up with the ball up the court. Got to handle the ball. Turnover right off the bat, right back to Prohaska. Let's make it 4. Got to be strong with that basketball. East has had a primary junior squad out here led with one freshman coming off injury. Up with the ball, breaks pressure. Looks like they're going to stay in that patent pressure man-to-man defense. Over the quarter to Danny Stoughton. Cross court, deflection. Stays East ball.
West leads this series, Chad, 31 games to 4.
We were talking about that last time. The Lakota East girls have won a Lakota West matchup. It's been in 5 or 6 years at this point.
Yep.
Up to the hole.
Nice job there.
Keep that penetration going, see what we got. Got to get up on Prohaska. There's her third shot of the game. Make it 6. One lady wrecking machine. Early signee. I think Notre Dame this year is the number 2 team in the country.
She's an all-around player, Chad. She's leading. She's in the top 5 in the GMC in 3 different categories: steals, assists, and rebounds.
It's been hard nosed. I think she started for West since she was a freshman.
Yep.
This will be her last East-West series. She started off as an East kid, played for Liberty Junior.
Yep, so did Madison Oxley.
Yeah, Madison Oxley, who's out at the
looks like we're getting a player kicked out of the stands already, Chad.
Looks like we're mixed East and West, and I don't know what they're doing. Little delay back to basketball, it looks like. Get that ball in. Up to Danny. Turnover.
Oh.
Nice dump and kick. Didn't miss the layup.
Behind the back by Prohaska there. That's pretty sweet, I'm not going to lie.
Last year when Prohaska played East, the head coach from Notre Dame came in the stands to watch her. So obviously a very talented young player. He's going to have a heck of a college career coming up. See what East does with this pressure. Stanley with the ball. Clear it out, let her bring it up.
East is having a good season shooting the ball, Chad. It's been turnovers and rebounds has been our Achilles heel.
Goodness gracious. Right off the hands of the freshman, Sarah Volp. Pass over to Jones, behind the back. Gets it inside and a foul.
The key to the last victory for East was we only had 6 turnovers and we actually led the rebounding game. A quick replay here, the behind the back pass.
Little kick pass, Jones behind the basket in the blue. Up, doesn't quite finish. We'll see if it's a good foul or not. East is going to grow up. They have no choice. Coach G's in his second year at the Lakota East High School. He hasn't had an abundance of senior leadership. Last year, they went with a sophomore-led team, and they got some growing to do. East has had a lot of these girls out on the court right now. They've had 4 head coaches and they're juniors.
Yep.
They need to get some consistency. Looks like we're going to have it for a while. start turning that program around.
Dean with the missed free throw. She's second on the team in scoring, Chad, at 9.5 per game, with Abby Prohaska leading the way at 11.5. Abby already with the first 6 points of the game. She missed both.
Yeah, we got to grab that ball right back to West. Too many opportunities, Ken. We've seen that the first couple of games. We just give them 2-3 shots, and this is a top 10 state team. They're going to be ranked that way all year. We can't give them those opportunities.
Rebound by Hatfield.
Yep,
out to Lily.
She's got to get across half court. Over to Danny on the wing. Danny to the hole. Little take. Good shot.
Nice.
Athletic kid, Danny Stout. She was as a sophomore on the track state team last year.
That's 2 baskets for us, driving to the hoop. Where East's scoring's been primarily from the threes this year.
Another opportunity. Goes to the hole. Kicks. Over to Jones. Jones inside. Good ball movement by West. Defense is holding up. Good skip pass from Prohaska over to the wing. 3 ball. They ain't running them down. They might be getting a body on. They got to run that ball down. There's a travel. There's a travel. There's a turnover.
6-4 ball game.
Yep.
Chad, if we can get Hatfield and Stanley with their hot shooting still, they're both leading with shooting over 50% from three-point land, both averaging 11 a game.
Yep.
You know, Lily Rupp, our point guard, had an amazing game against Oak Hills, did a really good job controlling the game and keeping the turnovers down. We need another repeat performance from Lily here.
Keeping that pressure. I know they've been working hard on that press break, but they just got to get strong with the ball. They got to get the ball in their hands, strong with the ball.
Switch that. Jazz, that's a switch.
Clears it over to Jordan Stanley. Gonna stay up in that press in the middle. They got numbers. See if they can get one. Here comes that 3 ball. Oh,
ooh.
Close. That would have been a big one. Here it comes. They're right back on him. Prohaska to the hole. Turns. Little scoop.
Hatfield with the foul on the floor.
Strong. She's surrounded by 4 girls. She comes up with the ball. Got substitutions coming in for West and East. Sarah Velt, the junior Sarah Velt, replaces
our sister.
Sarah Velt, the freshman. In for West.
Allie Haar checking in.
Allie Haar's in.
The Niagara University commit.
Senior.
Fun fact about her mom is my son's favorite coach or teacher.
And we said, getting out, hustle on those 50-50 balls. They're doing a little better job getting a body, but they're watching it. Pressure up top on Jones. Jones goes around Rupp. Little cross, little kick, and the finish. Pressure up front. Stanley with the ball, crosses Haar to the hoop. Stays here. And just got to get her. She did a nice job breaking it. She needed a little jump stop and finish there.
Hatfield takes it out for East.
Got it. Jadis.
Caitlin Rollins checks in for Stanley.
Yep. You know, at Lakota East last year, I think the halftime score was about 42-2. So they ain't got a whole lot to lose in this matchup. I think they know that. Up to the hole. Just got to keep fighting. Little kick up to Rolling. Bring it up. There she goes. He's staying in that man-to-man matchup. Very athletic group up on him. Ball's out of bounds. Now they're hustling, beating him to the ball. Prohaska to the hole and one. play today. She's got 8 points in the first 3 minutes of this ball game.
Here comes the replay here.
Through the legs, crossover, just strong nose, knows what to do with the basketball, right to the hole.
Motley checks in for Hatfield.
It's 3-4. Stanley checks back in, Rupp's out.
Switch that. Switch it again. Switch it again.
5 seconds right there.
Sitting and looking, she's got to get the ball and throw it off somebody, do something. Prohaska to the hole. Got to keep her. She's a lefty. You got to keep her off that left side of the basketball court. She'll eat you up over there. Henderson's in the game. There's Ellie Haar. Sarabelt pulls it down. Back over to Stanley. Stanley breaks it up to Rolling. A little back cut over to, little turnover. See what Rolling does here. Over to Haar. Layup for 2. Timeout. Go to East.
Got a 9-0 run right here, Chad. It's a 6-4 ball game. That's what West can do for you. They're deep, Chad.
Yeah, they're going to press you from the time they tip to the time they're done, and they can go, at least 8 to 10 on that bench they're going to bring in.
Chad, they got 10 girls averaging over 3 points a game.
Yep. Senior-laden teams tend to get things done. I'm sure they set a lot of goals as a group this year. So I would imagine league championship, state championship, one to come by. They are located in an awful darn tough region over here in Cincinnati. There's some really good girls basketball.
Yeah, Chad, the highest individual score in any West game has been 25 points. You got Amber and Lauren Canatelli did that twice. Looks like to me today, things don't change. Abby with 8 already is already well way on our way to that.
Yep. A good mark off to her career.
We changed a press break up here a little bit.
The East is definitely, looking at game 1 when they played McCauley, they've definitely come a long way on that press break.
Yes, they have. About 3 different types of press breaks right now. Brianna Henderson checks in for West.
We got Jadis Gales in. What we got here? Foul. It's to Helder.
That's how deep West is, Chad. Brianna Henderson started as a freshman, and here she is a junior, and she's coming off the bench.
She's as fast as a guard as you're going to see this year.
Yes, she is.
Between her and the guard over at Mason, they are quick, lightning quick guards.
You can almost pick 5 players out of the hat right there, Chad, for them.
Calling little hand checks here.
Foul on Haar,
Yep.
her first.
He's got to get open. Pressure from the tip to the end, and they keep it on you.
Yes, they do.
They're going to come at you in waves, too. Tire you down, wear you out. Up top to Rolling. Rolling moves it over to Stoughton. Stoughton to the middle, kicks over to Sarabelt. Back over to Jordan on the wing. Need to get her hot. Need to get her hot. Second team All GMC last year. Need to get her playing.
Coming
Stop
off
the ball.
Coming
Back
off
in
the
the zone. It looks like
game.
there's a turnover. All over the floor. Oh, get her off. Goodness. Letting them play a little bit here. Got hands all over. Turnover.
Unforced error there.
Yeah, just got to settle down. Got to settle.
Hatfield checking back in. Prohaska checking back in.
Yep.
Hatfield checking in for Stoughton. Prohaska for Har.
Going big again. They're bringing in Nevaeh Dean. Going big inside on him. Keep beating you up right to the hole. Got a blocking call.
That's Hatfield's second.
Yep.
I'd say right there, coach is saying if you keep your feet still, you got to charge.
Yep.
She went for the block and got the block, but she got her with the body.
So that growth of those juniors got to, even on the girls' side, they got a little toughness about them. They'll learn. They'll get there.
Hatfield with two fouls takes a seat.
Keep the rotation train going. Rupp's back in. See if they can cross it and go. Jumping on her. Jordan, cross, little jump shot. Ooh, foul that shot. She would have had that. She's back on D. Over to Oxley. Got to get a hand on that three-point shot. Not a quick kid, but she will shoot you to death. Over to Henderson, kicks the hole. Foul on Rupp.
That's her first.
Close out on that. Can't run by them. Can't run by it. They'll take you right off that dribble. Just got to keep it close. Going inside against Jordan. Yep. Feed the big girl.
Little mismatch there.
One away from shooting bonus here. They do stay aggressive, but they will foul you along the way. Hold your own, hold your space. Looks like Jones is back in the game. Up a little, well, decent. West can go big, West can go small. They're definitely athletic throughout. Got to get the ball up the court. Breaks it. Hand off to Stanley. Stanley gets a little foul on Henderson up front. They'll be shooting from here on in, Ken. One more, my bad. Thought we had 6 on that last one.
Actually, 2 more, Chad, I believe.
Yep.
We have 1 more to give. We're sitting at 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. 5-4. I'm looking at it backwards. Goodness. Ooh, dangerous pass. Rowland goes and gets it. Goes the hole. Nothing. Looking for one. Didn't get one. Got to stop. There she is, Danny. Quick kid. Gets right in front of her. Holds her own. She's going to call block on that. Wow.
Just a replay here. Jada Gale driving to the lane.
Right off, takes the contact, takes it up strong. They put their nose down and they go. Finishes off 3-point play. Har's back in. Prohaska in and out. Keep some fresh legs here. 21 seconds to go. See what White can do with it. Rupp. Motley, opposite, she's got her. Yep. Yep, got a foul, there we go. All right, good fight by Danny Stoughton. Just found her. $11.3, see what they can do with it here. See if they can get a bucket.
Another
5-second
call.
calls. Goodness gracious, you don't have it. Throw it off the girl's feet in front of you. Tough calls. That's a credit. I get on that, but that's a credit to West defense. They put it on you, and they're gonna shut you down. Give themselves an opportunity. 11 seconds, plenty of time to get a shot off here. Oxley brings the ball up against Rupp. Pass against Jadis. Jadis Nebraska for three, long three, no good. End of the first quarter. Lakota West, Firebirds 21. Thunderhawks 7. Hate to say it, Ken. You know, going into a contest like this with that caliber of a team over on the Lakota West side, no, the scoreboard might not show it, but the East is sticking in there. I mean, especially what we looked at last year. Quite frankly, probably a little bit of an embarrassment to East last year what they did against West.
He scored 1 point in the first half, Chad. First time we played him here.
1 point in the first half last year. So give the girls credit. Looks like coach has been working them hard, and they're buying in. That's what we need to see from them. They're just going to get better as this year goes on. You guys some stats at halftime. I would guess the turnover battle will probably be one that'll stand out. I'm going to think there's going to be a little lopsided number when it comes to the number of shots we're getting off versus Lakota East versus Lakota West. And we'll see how they're doing percentage-wise. I think it's been pretty impressive from East. You know, besides breaking that press, they really struggled against that press in their first couple games. Because they're actually getting in there and rebounding.
Yeah. Physically,
I don't think they're the same caliber team as West. They're fighting. They're just scrapping and fighting. That's all we can do. Let's get this 5-second thing broke. And got rolling in the corner. Ooh, we got Motley in the middle, missed her. Little turnover right there off the bat. If we step up. Inside did what they needed to do. Right to Dean. Feed her up. Good lefty. Makes the ball up. Perhaps can't throw Perhaps aside. Oh, got lucky on that. Got lucky on that.
Allie David checking in here for East.
Yep, got a senior.
Caitlin Rollins.
A little bit of senior leadership there. See what happens. Rollins back out.
Allie transferred in from Toledo. Is that correct, Chad?
Yep, she was from Northview, I believe. Toledo, Northview. Cross, court. Court. Ooh, high pass. Not a good start. Boy, they're giving us breaks though. Giving us breaks. Get back to where they were with that. Reversing it. The new rule where 10-second resets, I still think in high school. I don't think that applies to the high school level. A lot of the higher level college and professional, they're keeping the count where it was when they bring it. Cross court over to Jordan. It's there.
Ooh.
Over to Danny to the basket. And one if it goes. Give it to her. Good take. Good nose to the bucket. Oh, they're calling it on the floor. Couldn't get LeBron's call on that one, Ken. Good nose going inside though. Senior. Little step back. Rupp in the corner. Goes it back up top to the basket. Calling a charge. Going right over. Need to get 12.
Another replay here, Chad.
Takes the ball in. Needs a little jump shot instead of the penetration in. Get her maturing a little bit on that jump shot. We'll get yourself a couple versus running them over. Looks like he's standing that man-to-man. Dean with the ball inside. Go right to the big one. Oh, good take. Senior steps up. Up with the ball, slows the game up, going backwards. Need her across the timeline. Keeping her dribble. The bounce pass over to Jordan. Jordan for three. There it is.
She banks that
Banks
one.
open, man. We'll take it. Get her on. That's her second. Keep shooting those threes. Pulls it back to 13. See if we can get it under double digits here. Be a heck of an effort. Off the pick. Jumps it up. Nice rebound by the senior. Over to Rupp. They keep looking opposite cross court. They got him. Jordan on the wing. Prohaska knocks it out. Again, it's easy for these announcers to sit there, but on this play up to Jordan, little pump fake, and she goes running by into next week.
Abby's awful athletic, isn't she, Chad?
She is very athletic.
quick.
She's probably she's probably as good a soccer player as she is a basketball player. Looks like was that called from the bench or Jessica called
Jessica
that?
called it.
Yep. Give them credit, they aren't quitting.
No.
You know, you're dealing with one of the top premier teams in the state of Ohio here. And your statistics earlier tell you how that rivalry's been. It's been pretty lopsided over on the Lakota West side since they've set these schools up, what, 25 years ago?
Yep.
So, 20 years ago. All they got, they're just going to have to scrap, and West is going to do everything in their power to wear them down. They will not let up. Give Coach G some credit on this one. He's got them ready to play. It's easy to look at all this stuff on tape and know who this Lakota West team is and come in with your head down. And Prohaska sets up around the back. You might get a replay on that one. Impressive player. Stanley with the ball, brings it up. Takes Oxley, Jessica Motley on the wing. That's what we need. Hey, we can shoot the ball. Let those set shots up. Now if we can just get a stop, see if we can get back in this, pull it to 12. See if we can get this down to single digits. Ooh, look like a little hop. Not calling that walk there. Back for the three.
Wow.
Oxley can shoot.
Little step back shot there.
Pushing it right back up. Up to Motley. Motley back to Rupp. Guard in the timeline, the front court. Patience over to Stanley. Stanley to the hole. Little jump shot. Off it. Motley fights. Stoughton fights. Looks like we're gonna stay on the east side. Oh, nope. Correct that. Looks like we're giving it to Lakota West. Looks like we're correcting it. Let's call that off of Stoughton. Coming in hard. The ball in, this is a freshman with the ball right here, right?
Yep.
Got to see her play a little bit in the JV game. Prohaska the hole, does what she does and finishes. Got to get her off the left side of the basketball court.
So 11 for her.
Jordan Stanley right to the hole. See if we can get a stop here now. We can't trade baskets with this team. Somebody's got to step up and stop that ball.
That's 8 for Stanley. Little step back.
And foul on Prohaska. Grabbed her and threw her. That's her second. Wow, they called that on Stoughton.
Wow.
Wow, she grabbed her.
That's her
She grabbed
second.
her and threw her. Wow, they saw something I didn't. Prohaska grabbed her and literally moved her out of the way there.
Hatfield checking back in with 2 fouls. Replacing
Senior
Alligator.
gave some nice minutes there. It's been since
Prohaska gets her own rebound there.
crazy. Farthest girl away from the court gets the ball. And goes right back to the line. Now, we haven't had any leadership over on the east side since Tristan Philpott played with Sam Rogers. Sam Rogers starting down at the University of Cincinnati's girls program now. Tristan's up in University of Indianapolis starting for them.
Yep.
In that D2 program. So
Sam Rogers has the highest scoring output in a single game, an East-West game with 23 in a losing effort. I believe that was back in 2015, Chad.
Yep. Back, they're pressing. They bring it right around. Over to Jordan. Jordan up the sideline, coming up the backside. Steal. And Madison Oxley fights for her own rebound. West just keeps kicking them in, kicking them out, and keeping them fresh. Fresh legs right at them. They're going right at them. Hatfield up to Stoughton, up to Rupp. Throws it opposite, over to Megan Hatfield, get three. Nope, a little shy. Got to keep that defense up. They're pulling away a little bit on them. Got to spread out to 19 here. See if we can get it back. Get it back down to 10. Keep fighting this team. You don't want to let them start digging a hole on you. We saw that on the JV side. Jones up for three. Foul. Stanley comes down with the ball, gets knocked over.
Is that Oxley?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yep, Oxley, that's her, it's her first.
Yeah. Looks like we're shooting from here on in. Rolling's checking back in. He's coming in for Hatfield. Probably a smart idea, too. We don't need her picking up her third foul right now. Stanley relax up there and knock a couple down. Missed the front end there. Sarabelt. Nope. Missed the putback. Good board. Just couldn't finish it. Carr over to Oxley. Looks like they're hitting three. Off the front. Got a foul. I'll shoot some more. Ballou, Jasmine Ballou took that shot. Getting close to that double bonus time, Ken. Got 3 minutes. We might see that before the end of the first half. It's going at it. Boy, missed the front end and one-on-ones, two right in a row. Doggone. Need those. Good hustle by Danny Stoughton. Girl can flat out run. Keep the big girl. See if they can keep Dean off the boards there. Yep. Goes, turnover. Jordan Stanley with the ball. Little kick, nice ball movement, good shot, off the front, got to get back on him. 2:45 to go. East isn't quitting, they're up on it, putting pressure up top. Little jump shot, off, freshman's off, Rupp with the rebound.
West plays an aggressive defense, Chad. I mean, you got
a timeout.
A little man-to-man, and they are in the face of everybody right
Dakota
there.
West looks like Andy Fishman calls 30-second timeout there. Hey, I'll give them credit, you know. I saw a bunch of girls last year lay down and just quit. They aren't quitting. Coach has got them ready to play. As long as they give maximum effort, keep that pressure up, I would think Lakota West probably overlooked this group a little bit. They play a tough schedule. Fresh ball's in the freshman's hand up. She's out to the wing. They take some air out of the ball here, try to get it inside. Looks like they're trying to get inside. 3 seconds. They're in the lane, standing in the lane. 3.
On Dean.
Yep. Shoot some more. Offensive foul. He won't be shooting on that one. Oh, goodness. Boy, can't do that. Can't do that. Needs some confidence in the ball. Long rebound. Rolling up the court. Long pass over to Jordan Stanley. Foul. There we go. We're getting some fouls. We're double bonus now. We're shooting them. Boy, they need to make them. They can't go to this line and just let them hang out there.
We've got Oxley and Henderson checking in for West and Hatfield checking in for East.
Need every opportunity you can get. Got 2 minutes to go. Jasmine Blues out. Who else they bring out? Dean there?
Henderson and Oxley. They took out Dean and...
Good. Well, we got a cap on that.
Sure,
that's 3 in a row. Oh, we need these. She's good. She's a better shooter than that. Needs to knock these down. Boy, what is that, 4 in a row? 5 in a row?
Yeah.
4 in a row. Wow, 4 points. Need. Plus you're missing front ends of 1-on-1. We need those points. Juniors, no juniors. Got to be able to go to that line and step up and make those shots. Over to Oxley. Oxley back to the freshman, reverses. Little kick inside. Too easy. Too easy. Clear it. Stays white ball on the side.
Danny taking the ball to bounds here.
Jessica Motley's coming in. Got to go into
Off
Sarah.
Prohaska.
Yep. Got to go into Sarah on that. The younger Silvervault played a couple minutes off that concussion roll, and they got her right back out of the game. Got Kaylee back in. She sits down. Just Motley comes in. Up to Danny Stoughton.
Steal by Prohaska.
And a turnover. Stanley with the ball. Up to Motley. Got a minute left in the first half. Brings it up, sets it up. Over to Stoughton. Stoughton to the basket. Calling a foul, back to the line. See if we can get something going.
I think Danny
Need more of that out of Stoughton. Athletic kid. She can go to the hole and finish.
She might get away with a little hook there, Chad, too.
It's all right. Take what you can get. She beat the girl off the dribble. There we go. Going the right direction there. 1 for 5 ain't gonna get it done for you on the line. I'm sure coach is gonna bring that one up at halftime. 2 here. Hidden. Nope, 1. Scrapping for it. On the floor. Haskell. Up to Henderson. Henderson. Back to Prohaska. Little cross court to Oxley. Walk.
She walked.
Travel. Got Grace Silverberg seeing her for first action for East today. Another junior. Danny. Over to Rupp. Got 34 seconds. Need to clear it and just clear it out.
Good job by Rupp. Bring the ball to court.
26.5. Got plenty of time. Let's get a shot here.
That was a quick 5 seconds, I thought, Chad.
5-second call. Wow.
It's a quick one, I thought.
Yeah, I thought she was going forward. Could be wrong. Got her back up to a 20-point lead here. Might be the biggest lead of the game. Get a hand on that shot. See if they can shut him down here. Henderson in the basket. Good kick over to Har. Har for 3. Got it. That's what you do.
Henderson got the penetration there, Chad. They created a little space for Har to knock that down.
Big time assist for Henderson there. Bringing the freshman in.
That's textbook right there.
So they got a senior laden team, a couple juniors, but it's impressive. They got three freshmen on the squad. All the way up to Danny, shots off, no good. Lakota West leads at the half, 39-16. West is doing what they need to do. I'd have been a little surprised to see East come out. They didn't actually put some pressure up front on them. Got a couple threes. You know, the girls can shoot, but that pressure, that turnover train that we get into, unfortunately.
West hasn't missed too many shots either.
No, not at all. We'll be back with the second half here at the Thunderhawk Lakota East home gym. And have some statistics and let you know what's going on in the first half. Welcome back, folks, to the Lakota East, Lakota West girls rivalry game here at the Lakota East Thunderhawks gym. Ken, West did what West does. They come out, they just pressure you, intense man-to-man, trapping defense. And they put their head down and they attack the basket. And they do right. what a top 10 team in the state of Ohio is going to do.
Yeah, they created 18 turnovers, Chad, versus their only 9. And we talked about the rebounds. They doubled us up, 22 rebounds for West, 11 for East. West was led by Prohaska's 13 and Jordan's 8.
Yep.
One thing that stuck out to me too, we shot 16% from the free throw line that quarter, Chad.
Yep. I also looked at the shots. We got off about a third of the shots that they got. Right into Dean, right back up at him. Sarabot with the foul. Prohaska puts up 13. Quite frankly, they didn't play her that much.
Yeah.
They're going to their bench. They're going about 8-10 deep, and they're rotating kids in and out, keeping that fresh leg pressure at you all day.
You know, we haven't seen Kelsey since the tip-off, have we? I wonder if she's coming off concussion protocol, didn't feel that well.
Yeah. Her sister's getting some minutes out of it. Good box out, go get it. It's like West is going to match up in that full court pressure. Jones on Rupp. Over to Stoughton. Stoughton's got the ball. Playing a lot of left and right basketball. We need to go to that hole, see what we can do. Turn the corner.
Nice take by Rupp.
No take. Ah, Stoughton out of nowhere. Good hustle. Quick kid. Quick kid. See what they can do. You either fall down or you go right back at them and dig your way back in this game. Oxley over to.
It was Gale, wasn't it?
Yeah, Gale. Gale inside to Dean, back out to Jones. Jones to the hole and 2. Good ball movement. Rupp's up to Jordan Stanley, giving her some room. Goodness. So she needs to step right up and take that. We're not going to get a whole lot of good looks at the basket. Good to the hole and 2. That's what. I tell you what, as she grows up, she didn't get she got no varsity time last year, came up.
Nice little replay right here.
Yep, Stoughton to the basket, gets her head up, goes
Went strong. Oxley with the foul.
Nice. Finish off the 3-point play. Nice play by Danny Stoughton.
That's 6 for Stoughton.
Danny's a 3-sport athlete, I believe, not 4. She's on the soccer team and runs track and field. Was a state relay participant this last year. Right to the hole, too. Gotta move, we gotta move. There we go. Good. Ball's back in the hands of Stanley.
Jordan's really handled the ball pressure pretty well.
Yep. Much better effort tonight versus what they saw. Hatfield gets in trouble, turns it over. We're asking right to the left. Wow, goodness, right coast to coast. Right back at him again. Puts it up. Fight Dean with the ball. Looks like it's out on red. Well, she's got to know. She puts it down and she's going. Nobody's getting in her way. Only chance you got, East has got to make a very bold move, and that's stand in front of her and take a charge, and that's asking a lot. She's going hard at you. Wow, wow. Hatfield's ran right over, no call.
That's about the 3rd time Hatfield's been ran over.
No call. Wow. Trying to stay impartial, but my goodness, you ran her straight over on that play. Oxley to the hole, kicks over to Henderson. Ooh, got away with the travel. Henderson in the hole, little kick to Dean, and up in 2. Timeout, Lakota East. The first of the half.
Talking about his press break, Chad.
Yeah, they're stretching him out now.
He's going to go with a full.
West might have taken him a little lightly to come out. I think, I believe Coach Fishman probably got in him and said, all right, time to go do what we do, and that is attack the basket and kick and be an aggressive basketball team.
Yep.
So,
Chaz and Blue checking in for West.
Yep. Yep, Prohaska back out again. They're deep. I mean, they're bringing the freshmen in off that JV squad quite a bit as well, too. So they're going at least 8, 9 deep here. And Stoughton back. Rupp's got the ball. Looks like they're going to clear it out. Got a deep pass up. Stanley in the corner, trapping her. Little kick over to Hatfield. Hatfield to the basket. Up and they calling that on the floor?
On the floor? Or
Oh,
shooting?
she called that a charge.
That's 24, they said.
I don't know what they called there.
That was on 24 for
Saravel.
Saraville.
I have no idea what they called on
That's
that.
her 4th. Is she moving pick, maybe?
I guess.
So I thought Hatfield got fouled on the
looked
drive.
Like he called it a block. I don't know how you call block.
That's her 5th. He didn't get her out in time.
Yep. Motley's in. Well, that's the first action Saraville's seen really all year.
They're coming off that foot injury. We've been banged up, Chad. Both Kelsey and Kaylee, and now we got Maddie in a neck brace, and Logan's out for a few weeks with a Stress fracture in her shin.
Yep. Stanley brings the ball up, does a nice job against that brush. Nice. Done a little better job this time of slowing down, then going at it. Oh, goodness, where is that going? I say that and throw a right back on a turnover try. Reverse.
The rebound, Hatfield up to Lily.
Set up the offense. Get back in the middle of the basketball court. Kick out to Hatfield, over to Stanley.
Sit down, sit down. Feet.
Stoughton. Stanley down the middle. Cut. Gotta get back. Gotta get back. Oxley up. Beat up and down that court. For Haska. We'll get it. There we go. And 2. I can't change. They need a stop here. Oh, they're gonna let it go coast to coast. Look at that. Good take by Henderson. White doesn't step up. Everybody sitting and watching. Timeout. Lakota West. They're trying to get some subs in. Count them by 30. You won't. Pushing 30, Ken.
They're just wearing them east down, Chad.
Yeah, they are. I mean, he's got a nice squad. They're gonna run you to death. That's the best defense in the world. Your defense feeds your offense. Once you tire that opponent out, you're gonna feed off it and get all kinds of turnovers and make it an ugly game quick. And they've done a good job. They're gonna just keep that pressure up on you all day.
I know West last year was disappointed in their playoff run there and got knocked off by Mason, but returning basically everybody they got with 1 year older, I see them making another good run, Chad.
I would say, yeah, there's some very top notch. You're going to see, I'd guess by the time the polls are in week 4 or 5, you're going to probably see 4 or 5 basketball teams from the greater Cincinnati area in the top 10. Walnut Hills has a heck of a program, as does Mason. Returning champ is Mount Notre Dame, who, quite frankly, they didn't lose but 1 or 2 seniors last year. So, yeah, there's a lot of good basketball down this way. Stoughton with the jump shot. Comes Henderson. See if we can stop her this time. Oh, goodness, wide open underneath. Over to Prohaska, and that's 3. Beautiful shot she puts up. Prohaska with the turnover on the other end. Looking up the court. Motley turns it right over for 2. Rolling back in the game. Brings it up. Sets up the offense. Oof. Boy, oh boy.
Sometimes good though, deliberate with her passes gets us in trouble.
Yeah, you can't make you gotta make sharp passes against this group. They'll make you pay real quick. Stoughton down the corner, back to Motley, to the basket. Calling a foul on the floor. Now let her shoot it. We'll take the points.
3 fouls to 2.
Yeah, Rupp checks back in. What's she getting? Giving Stanley a break. Stanley's fighting. She's going to have surgery at the end of the season. She's fighting
A foot
injury. Tough kid. Brass is up on Rupp. Pass cross court to rolling to the basket. Right into Hatfield and up. Missed it. Good penetration against him. Got to stop the basketball. On a block on that.
Thought she had her feet still there.
She slid off her and started falling. She flopped.
But she flopped. Anticipated the contact.
She flopped. It's gonna take a little bravery in there to take that one.
That's her third.
Yep. So we got Gales in. We got the senior. Prohaska in. Baloo's in. Senior.
Henderson coming out, junior. Har, senior coming out.
Yep, Har's giving them good minutes tonight. Good senior leadership. Well, she knocks down shots when she has to, does a nice job defensively. It's all the little things you need. Prohaska to the hole. Right side, left side, score. She goes
Hey,
left.
Chad, she's a good little player right there. That was.
You don't sign up with Notre Dame.
See the replay, this Chad.
Little crossover goes to her strong side. Got 4 girls watching her. She's going to finish. Just eyes up on that all the way through.
The biggest difference I've seen in Prohaska this year is she's been in the weight room, Chad. She's gotten so much stronger. She's finishing so well around the basket.
She may want that record you were talking about earlier. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, 25. She's got 19 right now. Chad, I'm pretty positive. I think her career high is only 21 for Prohaska right now, and that was as a freshman. I believe February 26th versus Withrow, if I remember correctly, Chad.
There you go.
She's knocking on that door right now.
You know what? She's not. They're taking her in and out. I mean, they're riding her the whole game. He's subbing girls in and giving her blows, letting her play.
She plays so hard, Chad. I think you have to.
Yeah. She's had some injury bugs over the years too. Yeah, they're probably making sure this long season. They got Mason, I'm sure, coming up. It's going to be a real challenge for them this year.
Rebound by Hatfield, knocked out by Oxley.
Keep them fresh, keep them going. That's why, boy, they got to get it in. Back into Stanley, clears it out. There we go. Keep bringing that ball up. Keep bringing that ball up.
Their defense is just smothering.
Stanley the hole gets, there we go. Get an opportunity to go shoot one. Hate to say it, we're pushing the 40 mark here. All you can do is play for pride now. Pick a number, see if you can cut it in half. Know that you outscore. Let's see if we can win the battle of the fourth quarter coming up. Yeah, and keep growing. You're gonna have to keep growing as a young team and see where things go.
Gives Jordan double figures there, 10.
Jadis. Nice little kick. They're just eating time now. They're going to run it back. Inside out basketball. Going to kick it opposite. Freshman to the hoop. Layup. That's too easy. Nice patience by West. Did what they needed to do. Fouls on Jones. Got her first. Yep, that's her first. Jones is a Monroe kid, transferred into West, I think her freshman year. A lot of these girls play AAU basketball together. And
it's 11 for Stanley. She's having a good game, Chad. She's showing a lot of leadership this game.
She is. One of her top. There we go. Sit and look. There we go. Little move, get one. Shooting 3. Just off the left. Good job, Hatfield. 18. Got plenty of time. Lots of time. We're getting 3-4 looks at it. Like to see that. Haven't seen that all day. We're up for 3. No good. Man, just can't get her to knock her down. Got the look she wanted. See if they can hold a shot off here. Oh, good defense. Good defense. It's a good stop at the end of the third quarter. Take the little victories out of this, Ken. Yeah, Ken, they're just going to have to play to see if they can win the fourth quarter.
You know, good teams expose people's weaknesses, Chad, and you know, I think West is going to be doing that to teams all year long. They're going to expose teams' weaknesses. They're just a really talented team, and from what I see this year, I mean, this team's going to make a really good run, Chad. They're just very, very impressive. Offensively, defensively, they make good decisions. They're athletic, they're aggressive.
You know, we're seeing some great talent. Now think of this: 3 of their girls right now are at a junior Olympic soccer event out in California. They couldn't make it tonight because they're playing soccer right now. So
and one of those which is a freshman, Dudukovic.
Yeah,
I was looking forward to seeing her play.
Prohaska's little sister's out there with them too, and Jonesy's a freshman. So they got 3 freshman girls. We got 3 freshman girls that aren't here tonight, so they got a heck of a future in front of them. But yeah, the Dudukovic is a special kid, long, tall, fast, and they tell me as a freshman she's probably going to commit shortly over in the soccer world. So that's what Coach told us today when he talked to us a little bit. So. Yeah, they have some seniors out this year. They're going to keep that pressure up for years to come here. They built a strong program.
It's like Easton at 1-2-2 the JV was playing earlier.
They're going to jump. Going to try to jump on it, see what they do with it. Got another senior in. Seeing her first action tonight. Jada Mason's in. Jada over to Har. Oh, look, they got Dean wide open underneath. Not getting her the ball. Prohaska feeds it. There it is. That's open all day. Yeah, they got to expose that. Coach is screaming at him to get the ball inside. It was on Jessica Motley. Ended up calling it on.
Yeah, I think it was on Motley.
Dean hits the front end of the 2, or the 1-1 here.
It's Motley
2,
first.
sorry, 2.
Dean was 7.
Yeah. Up over to Motley. Back over to Danny Stoughton. Crossover. Got her on her hip. I'm going to call a charge again.
That's where she stops and pops.
Yeah, she's got to make that jump shot. At her fourth foul.
Yep, that is her 4th.
Oof. Big body. She's a lefty. She likes, I'll tell you what, between her and Prohaska, they will use the left side of that board.
Yes, they will.
See if Rupp can make a little better decision with the ball. A little pass up to Stoughton. Run that offense. There we go. Take her to the hole. Get one.
Double dribble.
You're not gonna drive well against this group. You better just spot up and shoot at this point. Get what you can get. Prohaska's back out. Looks like they brought Ballou back in. Is that right?
Yes.
Ballou's back in. Henderson blows by. Up to Har into Dean. They're going inside all day. They're not messing around. They're going right inside and feeding it. So if we're going to play zone with that group, we're going to eat you inside. Stoughton to the bucket. Little kick back. Stanley over to Hatfield. Hatfield for 3. Shy.
There's the 4th time she got absolutely clobbered with no foul.
Yeah, so she's down and hurting. Motley solo rebounded. Got an injury. Looks like Ballou that blue down. And they were fighting after that rebound and got caught up, and they both hit the deck pretty darn hard. Hatfield popped up. Looks like we got a knee or an ankle injury over there. I hate to see that.
65-24, Chad, about 5 minutes and 59 seconds to go. East with 7 fouls, West with 4.
Yeah, I don't know what my 41 point down speech is other than don't quit. Just go out and scrap as hard as you can, play for pride, and just keep playing.
The good news
she's up on her feet.
Good news, Chad. The widest margin of victory was 73 points. That was in 2007 when West beat East 91-18. I don't think we're going to get that large of a margin today.
Yeah. I thought we were on that path last year, but yep. Yeah, the thing you can say about Lakota West basketball is they're consistent. They had a consistent.
The replay the injury here, Chad.
Shots off.
It's like Hatfield and
they got their feet tangled up. Yeah. Both going there, both hustling after the ball, and they both hit the court pretty darn hard. They're gonna have some black and blue marks, both of them. And the Stoughton.
Hatfield's gonna be bruised up and down. It's about our 4th time hitting the floor tonight.
See what East can do here. Bringing it up. Just trying to set up the offense. So we're on that motion set. Little inside to Jessica Motley. Oh, she had one. Got to take her up. Got to take her up.
One more pass. Oh, they're looking
Free
shot.
Ball. No good. Up. Stoughton goes up. Nice take. Good fight. Good fight. See if she can get a couple on the line here.
It's been Danny's best scoring game of the year.
Yeah, for sure. She could hit doubles.
She's got 6 this game and a chance to get this to close to double figures.
Oh, this is the front end of the 2. We're not shooting well from the line today.
No.
It doesn't help you out a whole lot. Not in this matchup. Second one's up. No good. R with the ball. Up to Henderson. Stoughton's back. Up to Hatfield. Hatfield in. Oh, no foul called there.
Jesus.
Wow. Thought they'd get one out of that. Good take to the hole. Good hustle. Henderson. Up. No good. Motley with the rebound. Rubs up. She's got numbers. Got him opposite. Coming through. Over to Stanley. Turnover. Oh, uh-oh. Stanley's hobbling. Rolling, goes in. Came up gimpy a little bit there on that. Looks like she's doing all right. Walking back, must have a little cramp. Rolling's back in. Hatfield, Motley, Stoughton, Rupp. Henderson with the ball. Penetrates, kick, does a nice job penetrating, kicking. Back to the freshman. Over to Jones. Henderson to the hole. Up. Travel. Just might have got away with one there. Keep moving those feet. So we're going back. Half court press maybe? No. He's going to pick up man-to-man right at the half court line. Top to Stoughton. Stoughton to the basket. Just do what you got to do. Get one. See if we can get something on that line now. Playing for pride. Got 4 minutes, 34 seconds. Play as hard as you can. See what you can get done. Silverberg to check back in. 3 in a row. Goodness. I tell you what, we're going to have games we need to make those shots. It's not going to help us down the road. Short. It's 4 in a row. Got to stop here. Up to Haar. Wisely pulls it back out. Goes back out to Henderson. Over to Oxley. Up to Jones. Ivy. And we got Henderson. I'll tell you what, Ivy's gotten a lot of time on for being a freshman coming in.
She has.
Coach resting his starters up. Allie's back in. Our senior comes back in to play 1 of 2. Haven't seen Holly Thompson play today.
Nope.
So we got Jada Mason coming in, senior for West.
Get in front, Sarah!
Oof, turnover. Jones back out. Looks like we got number 12 is Lacusa. Stella Lacusa back in. We see her in some of the JV action there, Ken?
I think
12?
we did. Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah, 6'1", sophomore. They're really trying to feed that inside. Got her. We'll finish. Got her. Foul. Looks like on Stoughton. I call that on Silverberg. It's the first. Looks like they're in the bonus going in to the stretch here in the last 3:32. Miss the second. Got a box out, ladies. Henderson to the hole. Nothing called. Turnover.
Unforced turnover there.
See if coach is going to go to his bench here. Hit you by 42.
So Grayann's going to get her first varsity action.
Yeah, bringing in the tall sophomore. See what they can do inside.
It's one way to welcome you to varsity basketball, getting in against West.
Just patiently moving the ball, looking for it. Looks like they're just trying to feed inside right now. Good minutes for kids. Anderson in the hole, good kick. Jada Mason up. We're down to 2:32, doing a good job handling the ball. Little pass and kick, little pass and cut. We got a foul on Jada Mason on that. Some subs coming in. Katie O'Brien Jr. seeing her first action of the game. Brianna Loshi seeing her first action of her career, I believe.
Yep.
And over on the west side, that's one of the JV players coming in. Junior. Jessica Clark coming in.
Another missed free throw, Chad.
Yep. Doesn't help yourself, guys. Mason with the ball. Looks inside. Hope I'm saying that right. I think it's Lacusa. She goes up. Good rebound. Job by Allie. Show a couple of our girls how to get those elbows up. Good to see that. Works the ball over to Motley. Motley to Silverberg. Doesn't matter what group they put out, West is going to go after the ball. If you sit there and wait on it, they're just going to go get it. So you got to keep going.
O'Brien checking in for Motley.
Yeah.
Motley's had a good game with rebounds.
Looking inside. O'Brien. Henderson just takes it from her. And 2. See what we can do here. Got a minute 44. Let's get some playing time and Do the best with what you got. O'Brien travels, turns it over.
Senior Holly's coming in for her.
Yeah, good to see that. Good to see that. She's been plagued with injuries.
Her first action of the year, Chad.
Yeah, it's good to see her get back in, play some basketball. Holly Thompson. Good little pick, little take to the hole.
Nice little crossover.
Got a
right
nice
there.
rebound for O'Brien. Tie it up.
Gotta try to keep that high.
These ones pretty much use, I'll tell you what, other than Jada Mason and Clark, he pretty much used every one of these kids tonight over on the west side. A little kick and turnover. Silverberg over to Thompson. See if they can get one here. We're gonna take the air out of the ball. What do we do? See what we're doing. There she goes to the hole, little freshman straight up. Ooh, okay. Didn't see that one. Well, she's in the stat book. Said that in the JV game watching her. If she can grow into that frame, she's going to be a big help in the future for the East program.
Absolutely.
Hard to teach 6'4".
Talked about a JV game. They had what? Was that 9 freshmen we saw?
Yep. The second one goes down for the sophomore. Lakota.
Actually, I think there's more freshmen than that, Chad, if I remember correctly.
I counted 16.
16, that's
16
what it
on
was.
their whole roster.
16 on their whole roster.
Yeah,
that's correct.
West is thick. We have how many juniors?
12.
12. Last year they probably had the same 16, but boy, these are freshmen playing varsity minutes, and pretty impressive group. Rolling with a shot. 12 seconds. They're probably going to wrap it up. Like West keeps their winning ways, whether it be at our place or their place, they get it done. End of the game, 69 Lakota West. Lakota East, Thunderhawks, 24. Saw some good things out of them, little growth. Hopefully they take that into the rest of the season, see where the East ends up going.
Sycamore on Saturday, Chad.